Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So a few weeks ago, I did a video, what if the top 50 NBA players returned to the team that drafted them, and like 97.5932716 carried to the fourth power of my comment section was saying, yo, Crispy, give us the full damn meal. We want to see every single player on their original NBA team. So for today's video, guys, we are doing that. Every single player in the entire NBA returning to the team that drafted them. We're going to see which team looks the craziest out there, who's going to win the championships, and which teams kind of fall off due to bad drafting. Probably the Brooklyn Nets, because they ain't got no draft picks, right? At least they didn't in the past. But yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Franchise City, who made this roster for me. This guy took a whole bunch of time out of his day to make this roster so we could do this video for you guys out there. Go check out his channel, guys. He does a lot of like My League content. Franchise City, absolute beast. Thank you so much, bro, for making me this roster. So here are the teams, and there's something to keep in mind that there is like a few cases where there was more players than could be on the actual team at once. So what Franchise did, he actually took like the best players and also the guys that were like the most recently drafted. So maybe like Edmund Turner, we all know he was drafted by Philadelphia, but he's like a 71, 72 overall player, so for that reason he's not on there. Would not have played anyway. Also undrafted players, they were actually put on the first team they ever played for, assuming there was a roster spot for them. So like Joe Ingles, I believe that was one example he used, saying that he was undrafted, but the team he would have went on did not have enough roster spots, so therefore, you know, cannot be part of the video, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it is going to take me a quick minute to go through all these teams here, so, you know, just hold on to that. If you do want to skip ahead, feel free to do so. But yeah, we're going through all the teams so you guys can see every single player on your team, that what it would be like. So I guess it won't take too long here, but probably a hot minute, man. That Bulls team looking absolutely deadly with D Rose and Jimmy Butler back on there. Cleveland Cavaliers, of course, got LeBron, Wiggins, and Kyrie Irving. Curious what they do. Here's the Boston Celtics team, actually not all that strong considering all their draft picks. But of course, a lot of their draft picks have been like in recent years, like, you know, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are still developing as players. So if we do this 10 years down the road, then yeah, that Celtics team is probably gonna look a little bit more deadly out there, right? Miami Heat team, of course, D Wade, only 80 overall though, because of course he's no longer in his prime. So the Heat team looking a little rough out there. Here, of course, is the Hornets. As far as the team that I think is going to dominate, I mean, yo, this Kings team looking extra crispy out there. They got some nice scoring, they got some nice big guys out there. But I mean, listen, like the OKC Thunder, there's no way that team loses, right? I mean, in theory. But then again, man, who knows? Lakers team, of course, got Marcus Gasol and D'Lo back on the squad. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, so that'll be fun to watch. And if you do want to pause, like look at your favorite team, feel free to do so. Orlando Magic looking good out there too. Dallas Mavericks looking like a bit of a weaker squad. Of course, you know, Trae Young and Luka Doncic were both drafted by those opposite teams, so therefore they are not actually going to be on like the Hawks and Mavericks. They're going to be switched out, you know, switch spots out there. Once again, the Nuggets team looking absolutely deadly. Of course, they have Melo, Evan Fournier on the squad now too, so watch out for them. I'm probably going to say, man, it's gonna, you know, Pacers team still looking good. And I made sure Kawhi and Paul George were both in the starting lineup. So I don't know, man, because last time I did this for like the top 50 players, that team did not even make the playoffs, which was very surprising to say the least, with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard on the same team. Here's that Raptors team, of course. We do have the Houston Rockets right here with their best players being Clint Capella, Mirotic. Here's the San Antonio Spurs. Their team not looking all that great. Of course, we got the Phoenix Suns. Draft-wise, I mean, we still got Devin Booker, but yeah. Then, of course, you got that overpowered OKC Thunder team. Yeah, you still have Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson. I don't think anybody's getting past that squad, man. Just saying, bro. And then you got the Timberwolves with the Karl Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. Here is the Portland Trailblazers, Damian and CJ finally getting some help out there. Golden State Warriors, team definitely looking a little weaker, but at the same time, this starting four, did they not get the best record in NBA history? I'm pretty sure they did, man. Washington Wizards team looking pretty much the same, to be honest. And then that is everybody right there. So as far as the team I want to check out, I think I'm going to go with, I want to see that OKC Thunder team, bro. So what we are going to do throughout this simulation is I actually found an article talking about the top 10 rookies so far into this NBA season, kind of ranking them and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through that and kind of see if I agree or disagree with that team out there. Just because, like, you know, we're doing a draft video, so might as well talk about the latest drafted players. So the 10th best rookie so far this NBA season has been Miles Bridges of the Charlotte Hornets. He's averaging about 8 points on 67% field goal and shooting about 37% from three. So if anything, he has a usage rating of about 14%, which is not very high. Which just means he's not really getting the opportunities out there. So, which is kind of disappointing because, I don't know, man, seeing him in the G League, I thought he was going to be a big-time player. He still shows that potential. He just, I want the Hornets to give him some playing time. Next up, we have Colin Sexton of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers' record does not reflect this, but of course, Colin Sexton at about 13 points, getting about 2-3 assists out there, shooting a really nice field goal and three-point percentage. But overall, I'm going to say, man, that he needs to get his assist up. Like Colin Sexton, he needs to be able to get his other teammates involved out there. I remember him being a big-time scorer also in college, so are we looking at a potential combo guard of the future? I really don't know. I want to see him get around like 5-6 assists per game, and then, you know, work on the scoring too, of course. The 8th best rookie has been Mikal Bridges, so I'm a little salty he's still not on the Philadelphia 76ers, just because I feel like that he would have been a perfect fit for that squad. But for the Phoenix Suns, off the bench, averaging about 8 points, getting over a steal a game, shooting about 39% from three, so he's been nice in that department. Definitely a nice pickup by the Phoenix Suns. 7th best rookie, Marvin Bagley, the 3rd of the Sacramento Kings. He's getting about 12.6 rebounds per game off the bench, looking like a, you know, really potentially a great future scorer for that Kings team. Kings have been really, man, surprising this season. They've been playing some great basketball. And then for the 6th best player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the point guard of the Los Angeles Clippers, leading them to the best record in the Western Conference. Who would have said that ever, right, man? 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Number 5, we got Wendell Carter Jr. of the Chicago Bulls, putting about 11 points, 8 rebounds per game, and about 2 blocks a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been a monster for the Memphis Grizzlies at about 13 points, making about 50% of his field goals, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and about a steal per game. Trae Young, 17 points, 8 assists. Field goal percentage needs to get better at only 39%. And then we've got DeAndre Ayton dropping about 16 and 10 for the Suns. Luka Doncic, don't need to say much about him, man. 19.7 rebounds, 4 assists, making about 45% of his field goal shots out there. Been an absolutely beastly player. I will say the rookies have been nice this season, guys. I'm sure there's been a few guys that have been a little upsetting, but I don't know, man. But we do have LeBron James getting MVP at 28 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists per game back on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trae Young, Rookie of the Year on the Dallas Mavericks. Greg Monroe, 6th man, probably, I believe, yeah, the Detroit Pistons. LeBron James, Defensive Player. Jonas Valanciunas is Most Improved, and Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Here is the All-NBA First Team. Oladipo back on the Magic, DeRozan, LeBron, Giannis, Karl-Anthony Towns. All-NBA Second looking like this. Here is the All-NBA Third Team. And, of course, the All-Defensive and All-Rookie teams. So, as far as the playoffs go, we have the Toronto Raptors first in the Eastern Conference. Makes sense, you know, like DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, they were first place last year. So, yeah, still first place this year, the OKC of the Western Conference, as I kind of predicted. But let's go ahead and check out the player stats real quick. Now, I'm just going to show you guys the top players here. I'm going to go through each and every team real quick here. If you want to pause the video and take a closer look, you know, because I could spend all day going through all these stats, man, but it would literally be a 3-hour video. Drop a like in the comment section below if you want a 3-hour video in the future, and I will do that for you. Probably not, man. Nobody wants to watch no 3-hour one video about KrispyFlakes. Or maybe will Boban leading scorer of the Spurs? Oh my God, man. Yo, I was not expecting that. And then, of course, here are the best scorers in the NBA. DeMar DeRozan at 33 points per game. Yo, Raptor fans, do you actually miss DeMar DeRozan, or you could just kind of over at this point? You're happy with what you got with Kawhi Leonard? I would love to know that in the comment section below. There's the top 50-51 scorers. All right, it is playoff time. Simulate current round. I'm still going with OKC as the winner of this video, but we'll see how that goes. And so far, it looks like we have the Chicago Bulls have been eliminated. Pelicans gone. Timberwolves gone. 76ers gone. And the Atlanta Hawks gone. Magic gone too. Golden State Warriors gone. Grizzlies gone. All right, so we have OKC versus the Clippers. Sacramento versus Denver. Toronto versus Cleveland. And Milwaukee versus the Detroit Pistons. I will say I'm surprised Cleveland's the 5th seed, but I'm not surprised they're in the 2nd round. But looks like Toronto, man, might just be walking all over everybody again, as they typically do in these videos, because it's the Toronto Raptors and 2K loves them, right? So we got OKC, Denver. Those were like those are the 2 predictions I would have had. And then we have Toronto and the Detroit Pistons. I'm very surprised Detroit's in this, guys, because, like, yeah, Middleton's nice, Dinwiddie's nice, Drummond's nice, but not as nice as some of these teams out here. Let's go ahead and simulate current round here. See what happens with this, man. We have, looks like the Pistons, Toronto got a nice little series going there. And we have the OKC Thunder eliminated, and the Detroit Pistons are gone. So it comes down to the Denver Nuggets and the Toronto Raptors. Let's go ahead and simulate this game by game. Raptors taking game 1, simulate game 2, 2-0, simulate game 3-0, simulate game 4. Oh, okay, Nuggets actually got one out there, man. Next one, 3-2 series. Next up, 3-3. It is going down to a final game. Simulate with Simcast. Let's see who gets this, man. Who's going to get this last W? Looks like the Denver Nuggets might be carrying the way as they are blowing out the Toronto Raptors. 128, 114 behind. 25 points from Mitchell, 23 from Fournier, 16 from Carmelo Anthony, 14 for Jamal Murray, Gobert, and of course Jokic doing their thing out there. Denver Nuggets, based off of the draft, have drafted the best players in recent memory. I agree with this. Their starting lineup right now, man, literally would be like Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell. I know like Rudy Gobert would be on that team, Nikola Jokic, and some other small forward that I'm probably not thinking of, Melo maybe. But yeah, guys, I guess I can literally look at the team right here. They have done a very nice job. I still think Michael Porter Jr. might be a big-time player, but we'll see about that. Here are the playoff stats of the league leaders for you guys to check out. These are the guys that absolutely took over. It looks like James Harden, Durant, and Russell Westbrook. While, of course, they will put up the scoring numbers, you know, in the end of the day, man, that's just too many all-stars or superstars on one team. Unlike the Golden State Warriors, who somehow make it work. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I did this video for you guys, man. Did it for the culture out there. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and let me know what other what-ifs you guys want to see in the future. I love doing these every day of the week, man. We'll be doing them if you guys have the ideas out there. Just let me know. Peace out, my friends.